Good morning. It is September 6th. It is a Monday morning. It is 5:11 in the morning. I've gotten started a little early today. I just naturally got up at about 5:38. So instead of hitting the snooze button and giving myself another 7 minutes of sleep, I'm like, I feel good. Let me just wake up now and get my day started. Go through my regular run through, shoes on the floor, earbuds by the bedside, music in, socks on, shirt on, take a big swig of water, and come out here and do my run. Breathing only through my nose, because for these runs, it's been helping, but I'm not gonna preach on about that forever. But I am seeing notable changes, trackable changes in my not only runs in the morning, but just my overall day quality. And so happy about that. Also happy about you coming and checking up on me. Got that blue and teal behind me right now. Got the natural light. That's a nice color scheme. Got the blue and the dark blue sky and the teal and the light. That's nice. Whew. Today was supposed to be the official day of end of lockdown. This morning. No news as of what's going to happen to us, to the city. A few news reports came out yesterday just basically saying that we have to open up the country. We have to open up the city especially, because can't just stay locked down forever. Just economically doesn't make sense. But more than that, obviously people have to, be aware, be informed that we maybe have to just live with this after this huge case of COVID cases. People just have to learn to live with it. At the same time, be cautious. And I don't know if they're got any actionable things they're gonna take against people who don't wear masks in public or whatnot. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but they say they're gonna have to slowly just reopen up the economy right now because it's bad. But it is what it is, and that we just keep going, keep doing our thing, keep controlling our emotions. Like yesterday I talked about, change is your choice. You just gotta choose to change and stick with it. Set up a system that will keep you on the path. Something that you can look back, and even though you don't love it, you enjoy the results, which feed your motivation to keep going. But overall, right now, I mean, it's a beautiful morning. The wind is cool. In America, it's probably in the 70s, low 70s right now. 71, 72, cool breeze. That's when you know you're working hard. You can get a good sweat on, even though the temperature is fairly cool. Today's a Monday, so let's plan out our weeks. Let's go into pilot mode a little bit this beginning of this week. Figure out where this plane is going for the next 7 days. Any major tasks that you have to complete over a span of a few days, make sure that gets scheduled. Earlier the better if possible, but if not, make sure it just gets scheduled. And connect with people that you can just say hello and not feel lonely in this time where it is easy to become very isolated within proximity, obviously, but with emotionally as well, emotionally isolated. Still been listening to my book in the morning, reading the rest. I think I've got 2 hours left of the audiobook. It's about a 7-hour audiobook. He talks a lot about the jaw teeth, the formation of where the tongue sits and where in the mouth, and how it changed over time, so that our mouths got smaller and smaller and smaller. Said back in the 70s or 60s, I forget which decade, maybe 50s even, like orthodontists, they would just pull out teeth to free up space in the mouth. And essentially what that did, instead of opening up the mouth or opening up the space, it actually closed it up because things were growing back in place crooked. And they had, remember, I don't know if you remember, they had those big retainers and braces like they wore around their complete heads. Poor things. That was not a sight to see back then. He noticed how the rich class, he goes down to look at a bunch of skulls, and he notices that the rich class have very crooked teeth back in those times. And then the burial sites with all the servants or the lower class, he looked at their skulls and they all have straight teeth. And so he's wondering why, and he says a lot had to do with processed food. Processed foods are very soft, and the rich were able to enjoy those processed foods, whereas the poor didn't, and thus they had like really tough, hard meats that they had to chew. They chew, which added to their jaw structure, and which enabled them to have bigger open jaws, because they use it more. Because you use it, if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So they used it more, so their jaws would stay nice and big. Whereas if you eat soft foods all the time, then those muscles don't get used very much, and so like a muscle, they get smaller if you don't use them. So he noticed that the rich would have a lot more crooked teeth, whereas the poor had a lot straighter teeth. So I'm just kind of in the section right now of the book that he's talking about the mouth. I mean, obviously the whole book is about the mouth and the nose, right? But more importantly, the teeth and chewing, and how, I don't think he goes over how to chew, but how just chewing in general is a good activity for us to do, and really use up those jaw muscles, which would enable us to get bigger jaws, which enables us to clear up passages so that we can breathe better. So that's a little recap of what I'm reading through my book. I should be done today. If not today, then tomorrow for sure. And then I heard that in the back of the book there's some breathing exercises that we can do. But I've been trying to do the perfect breath every day for a couple 10 minutes. 5.5 in, 5.5 out, which equals to about 5.5 breaths a minute. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Check you guys later. And Jesse, you're doing great, doing awesome. Keep it up. And yeah, it's not what we expected to be happening to me. It's not what I expected, but here we are. We just got to keep going, putting ahead, grinding a little bit when we have to, at the same time not forgetting about our loved ones around us. All right, good job, aloha, and we'll see you tomorrow. Love you.